I call this Harriman City Council meeting to order, August 16th, 2022. Before we get started, we'll have a prayer by Councilman Wright, followed by the pledge of allegiance to the flag. Councilman Wright.
Would you join us, please? Dear Lord, we thank you for this opportunity to meet again here tonight. And Father, we thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for the opportunity to serve the people of our city, and may we always act with character and conviction. Lord, help us to be listeners and people who will understand the things that will enhance the lives of all of our people that we serve, and give us a spirit of service, make us good authorities and stewards of all the things that's entrusted to us. Guide us to be the leaders that the people in this community need, and we ask that no matter how weak or poor our status is with our citizens, that we treat them all the same and with reverence. And Father, we ask that you renew the strength of your presence and joy in helping to build a community worthy of all people. In Jesus' name we pray.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll, please.
Brian Frost.
Here.
Buddy Holly.
Here.
Tim Johnson.
Here.
Kenyon Meade.
Here.
Sam Russell.
Here.
Lonnie Wright.
Here.
I'd like to declare a quorum. Motion to approve the minutes of the August 2nd, 2022 meeting. Motion. Motion by Councilman Russell. Second. Second. Second by Councilman Johnson. Councilman Russell. No, sir. Councilman Johnson. No, sir. Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Brian Frost.
Yes.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Kenyon Meade.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to pay the bills.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Frost, second by Councilman Russell. Councilman Frost.
No, sir.
Councilman Russell. No, sir. Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Brian Frost.
Yes.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Kenyon Meade.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. This time we'll hear from delegation. If you'd like to address this council, please come up to the podium, state your name, and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Not everybody at once. All right, we'll move into reports. Treasury report.
So, council members, you have in front of you a copy of the executive summary for the previous month of July, and you can see the information there laid out as per usual. I would like to point out some notes of highlight, and that is for the month of July, year over year, we have an increase of 7.2% in sales tax revenue, which is quite noteworthy. Hopefully that continues through the rest of the year. That will be a significant increase from a dollar perspective in our annual sales tax receipts from a local option sales tax perspective. And of course, local option sales tax continues to be our #1 revenue driver, and as far as growth is concerned, and followed closely actually by occupancy tax. Our occupancy tax over the past 10 years has grown by 84%. So the activity that we have at the ball fields, just general increase in travel into downtown Harriman has paid some dividends for us, for sure. I think that's a noteworthy thing as well, is that kind of gets overlooked, but that's noteworthy. Also, I put on there, I attached the balance sheet statement, the summary statement for the balance sheet, and you can peruse that at your leisure, and it gives a little more background to where we are financially. I'll be happy to take any questions.
Any questions for Mr. Rudder? Thanks, sir. City Attorney report.
Mayor, members of council, I want to start off by
reporting on the lawsuit filed in Rome County Circuit Court regarding the Public Records Act. I represented the city in that suit. It's been dismissed, and the plaintiff was charged with the court costs. So that case is over. Otherwise, I completed the deed work where the city was conveying some property to the industrial board. And Coach Emile and I have met a few times, and I've been working with Scott, getting our contract signed and those type of things. But I also want to take a moment tonight and tell you how much I appreciate the opportunity I've been given to be the Harriman City Attorney. I'm submitting my letter of resignation this week, effective the end of the month. As you know, I'm taking another job on September 1st, and it would require me to do that. And I just want to say, I've always said about being a county attorney or a city attorney, one of the best things about it is you get a front row seat what that legislative body is doing. And I can tell you that I'm very impressed with this mayor and council. You guys are doing a great job. You have Harriman looking good. I've enjoyed working with all your city officials here. And I'm just really impressed, and I hope you guys keep it up, and I'm very excited for Harriman. Anyway, I just want to thank you again for the opportunity, and appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you.
Anybody have anything for city attorney?
Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
I'd like to say on behalf of the city, it's been an honor working with you. You've truly had an open door policy with the city, and you've helped us along the way of what we've been doing, and we appreciate the hard work and effort that you put into it, and we look forward to continuing to be able to see you and the new role that you have, and good luck in it, and we appreciate all the work you've done for us.
Thank you. The honor's been mine, Mayor. Thank you.
Mr. Mason.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, members of City Council. I provided each of y'all our latest copy of the direction. My report will come from that. I'll email you out a little better one tomorrow. I think of Sam Russell, Councilman Russell. I made some grammatical errors in the copy I've got for you right now, so I will correct those before I send them out. But each of y'all should have received the fire and the police report. I sent that to your email. Just a couple things I'd like to highlight. The fire department will have 2 booths set up for Hooray for Harriman. One booth will be for the information concerning residential emergency signs, and the other booth will be providing information for rebuilding the firefighter memorial. They'll also be assisting, have a lot of help, I think, at our Fright Night. Our police department, before I go into that report, I'd like to ask Chief Tatt. We have 2 new police officers. I'd like for him to introduce those officers now at this time to our City Council.
We've added 2 new officers in June. I believe they've both been here since June. But this is Wes Pemberton. He's from Morgan County, been in law enforcement since 1978. He was actually my boss at Fairfield Glade. He was the assistant chief at Fairfield Glade for 17 years. For 17 years, and he came to work down here about the 1st of June. And this is Marty Stanley. He's a 19-year veteran, lives over on Highway 70, worked for Loudoun County for all 19 years, and was part of their drug unit. And both of these guys are going to be a big asset to us in our city. Both have a lot of experience and are just great guys. And we're glad to have them.
Glad to have you, fellas.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Thank you to Marty and Wes. We've certainly a whole lot better police department with both of those guys working with our police. Also emailed the police report to you via email. But a couple things I'd like to highlight. The police department and HUB have been working together over the past month with the Roane County Sheriff's Office for the placement of an additional flock camera. The Roane County Sheriff's Office had purchased one of those, and they've seen the success that we've had within the city limits. So we've been working with them along with HUB to possibly get another one added down along Highway 70. So they're very excited about that. And then the police department, starting in October, is going to be honoring what's called a hometown hero. And we're going to try and do that each quarter. The purpose of this award will be to recognize the efforts of an individual, any individual within the city limits of Harriman that have had a positive impact not only on the city but the citizens that live here. And we're taking nominations right now. They can be made via our Facebook page. But we hope to honor our first Harriman hometown hero in October. Our Turn Up the Heat campaign, which we started on June 1st, is still very successful in trying to get these drugs, clean up our streets. Over the past 2 weeks, we've had 9 additional people charged with over 26 additional charges. That's just in the last 2 weeks. 28 of those charges originated with a Harriman Police Department drug unit. So we'll continue to make waves on that and make progress. We're very proud of our police for that. Also, in the direction, and I'm just going to touch on a few of these, Martha has created, and I think she provided, the 3-month calendar for each of y'all. That's one thing we talked about doing, trying to keep y'all in the loop a little better. So I think if you like that format, you can let me know. If you don't like it, you tell Martha, and we can get whatever format you want. But just a couple of those things. On September the 13th, we'll have film crews in town. They're going to begin filming footage of The Last Hurdle, and it's going to be a TV series or a documentary about Sharifa Barksdale. This coming Friday night, we'll have Rockin' on Roan and Cruise In. That'll be from 4 to 8. Of course, we've got Harriman hosting Kingston that night as well. On Friday, August the 26th at the Princess Theater, Artemis Pyle will be performing. He's from Leonard Skinner. Hooray for Harriman will be on September the 5th. Martha so far has over 65 vendors. We'll still have the old reliables, wrestling. We will have axe throwing, which will be new this year. Cornhole, the beauty pageant, Kids Alley, and then Solstice, Nick Hickman, and CJ Osborne will be providing our live music. October the 8th, we're going to have a Cobbler Festival at Riverfront Park, as well as that evening the Mayor's Masquerade Ball will be in Gates Hall. On October the 19th, 20th, and 21st, City of Harriman, Roane County, but the City of Harriman will be hosting the Tackle Conference, and that is civic leaders from all across the state that will be coming to Roane County. So on that Wednesday night, the 19th, we'll have them here in town. Our businesses will stay open late. They'll be in Gates Hall, and then they have a concert at the Princess Theater. I think they go to Kingston on the 20th, and they come back here on the 21st. If you'll check your email, Roane Leadership has set a special price for people in Roane County that would like to attend any or all of those events through the Tackle Conference. So we'll certainly be putting our best foot forward on those days. That's October 19th through the 21st. Because Fright Night was such a huge hit last year, we met with the mayor and we've decided to expand that to 2 nights this year, and that's going to be on Monday, October 24th, and Tuesday, October 25th. We're going to keep it at Riverfront Park. We met with Chief Tapp. We've made some changes to the traffic flow, so I think we've got something that'll be much more easier for citizens to get in and out and just have a really good time, just like they did last year. Later that week, we'll have Trunk or Treat. That'll be on Thursday night, October the 27th. You can see the rest of the dates down there, but those are some that are coming up immediately. Then on our last page, finally, the Industrial Development Board held their regularly scheduled meeting last night. They sold the property at 520 Evelyn. They also had some proposals on a property at Woody Avenue, but they tabled that. That'll be held at a specially called meeting later this month. I think all of y'all were on the City Council back in 2019. The City Council at that time passed an ordinance to create what was known as the Walden Ridge Overlay District. What I found out is we started to get this committee up and running, even though it hadn't been active in 2 years. We had our first meeting last night and met with the mayor. I'm looking to make sure we have all the board filled up, but to get that an active and rolling committee, and very excited about that and very pleased with the people we have on the committee so far. Councilman Wright called me out at our last council meeting because I didn't have an answer I told him we'd have, so I'm pleased to announce as of January the 1st, we've had 28 new business licenses, and this month we've had 5 brand new ones during the month of July. So I also sent out today, Mayor sent a couple weeks ago, our June sales tax report. A really good report to look at how we compare to other cities in the county, but also how we compare as a city from last year. So take a look at that if you have any questions. It's a very promising report. Of course, with our city attorney, Tom McFarland, announcing his resignation, we're in the process right now of looking for a new attorney. We're going to move that up just a little more, speed up that process. So hopefully we can have somebody in place by the end of this month to have a smooth transition when Tom takes over as our chancellor. And speaking of that, I'd like to say I really appreciate me being new to this job and being in it for a year. I'd really like to tell y'all have no clue how much of a help Tom McFarland was. I am so thankful he doesn't charge me by the hour in the city. We would be bankrupt. I mean, there was every single day, seems like I called or texted Tom. I needed questions, directions, make sure we're doing things legally. So I really appreciate his support over this past year and wish him luck in his new position. As far as our councilmen, I really want to thank Councilman Wright, Councilman Russell, and Councilman Holly for giving me this opportunity a year ago to work at Harriman. Something I look forward to, I cherish. I've told the mayor before, I don't consider this coming to work. It's a job that I don't even consider it a job, but it's something I really do. And I just want to extend my heartfelt thanks to Councilman Russell, Councilman Wright, and Councilman Holly for giving me this opportunity. And I look forward to working together as we move on in various other opportunities, committees, whatever the future may hold. But I really thank you for your support over the last year and everything that you all have done for the city of Harriman during your tenure. And that's my report, Mayor and City Council.
Anybody have anything for Mr. Mason?
Yeah, I got one thing. You brought up, we talked a few months ago about the track and what we can do. Can you try to contact the schools, see if they, with everything that's going to happen in September, maybe see what we can do to help them out? I haven't been back since we had talked about it to look at it, to see if maybe the sidearm mower, some weed eating going on or something, picking up trash, and let everybody else know that, you know, as a community, you can go pick up trash, clean it up, because that's obviously one of the places at 13th they'll probably take a little gander at, and, you know.
They're going to, part of that day, they're going to videotape. Part of that series will be a parade down Rome Street. Of course, some of it will be staged, but it'll end at the track. Martha and I had already talked with the school system and with our Parks and Rec. We're going to help weed eat do exactly what
Well,
you
yeah,
said.
I knew we were going to do that. I just thought if we could maybe get started a little sooner so it won't look so fresh. Might get some more things we need to done, figure out what we could get done.
We did. I also contacted Rome County School System today. I said we need to work together, City of Harriman and Rome County Schools, in bringing that track back to the glory that it was.
I should know you were already on it. That's, you ain't got to explain anything.
But we will. Yeah, that's on our agenda.
Any other questions? Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Mayor.
This time we're going to old business. The only item on old business is discuss and possibly approve final reading on ordinance 0822-01. An ordinance entitled, an ordinance of the City of Harriman, Tennessee, adopting the annual budget and tax rate for the fiscal year beginning July the 1st, 2022 and ending June 30th, 2023. Motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson. Second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Holly. Councilman Johnson. Councilman Holly. Floor is open for discussion.
Just thanks, Chris, for cleaning that up on that. Those other two pages made it easier.
I appreciate your attention to detail on that. And just real quick, I do have in front of you guys the payroll matrix as well, because that's the only thing really that changed, that was a big change this year. And so you can analyze it on a by department basis if you so choose to.
Any questions? Call the roll, please.
Brian Frost.
Yes.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Kenny Me.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. New business. First item, and if it's okay with council, instead of doing these all together, we'll do these single if you all want to do it that way on these appointments. And the reason we're doing the appointments early, just to give you a quick brief, I had talked to Ms. Candace at HEB. It's better to put them in the first of the month so they can go ahead and start the process at HEB. We usually wait and do it after September, but it throws them behind, it throws everybody else behind, so we want to go ahead and get that done. And the other, which is the budget committee, so they're set in place starting September 1st. So you all want me to split them up? Is that better? Does that sound okay? Okay, we'll split them up. First one, discuss and approve the appointment of Alicia Harris as the council representative for a 2-year term. She will be taking Councilman Lonnie Wright's spot. Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Russell, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Wright. Councilman Russell. Councilman Wright.
Good pick.
Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll.
Brian Frost.
Yes.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Kenny Me.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next one, discuss and possibly approve the appointment of Lonnie Wright. He will be filling the remaining term of Alicia Harris's spot, which I think is 2 years left on that term.
Make a motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Meade. Councilman Johnson?
No, sir.
Councilman Meade?
No, sir.
Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Brian Frost.
Yes.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Kenny Me.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion approved. Last, to discuss and possibly approve the appointment of Jason Schillings to the Harriman Utility Board. He will be taking Ms. Dinah Knobloch's spot, which is a 4-year seat. Jason is the maintenance supervisor at Harriman Housing. They're one of the biggest customers that HEB has.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Russell, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Frost. Councilman Russell.
No, sir.
Councilman Frost.
No, sir.
Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Brian Frost.
Yes.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Kenny Me.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item, discuss and possibly approve the appointment of Alicia Harris and Brian Frost to the Finance Committee. Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Holly, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Russell. Councilman Holly.
No, sir.
Councilman Russell.
No, sir.
Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Brian Frost.
Yes.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Kenny Me.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. Last item, discuss and possibly approve funding for completion of concrete for City Hall Plaza. That is out here where the dirt is. What the city manager is asking is for you all to approve to spend up to $20,000 to have all that concrete out there. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Make that a flat stamped concrete area, so when we have events outside or either in Gates Hall, we have a nice place for people just to hang out, eat, and fellowship. And I was asking for a motion not to exceed $20,000. We've got 2 bids, but we've had a devil of time. People showing up when they say they're going to be here, saying they can get the job done. I'd like to try and have it done before Hooray for Harriman. I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Frost, second by Councilman Russell. Councilman Frost.
I believe that's a good idea.
Councilman Russell. Floor is open for discussion.
Hope we put some benches out there.
Benches out there.
Yeah.
We talked about some really nice picnic tables, benches, maybe some trees that are movable, maybe some awnings that come over there, colorful awnings, but just a place that's safe when we have food trucks. And
That'd be great.
Was it in the budget?
we could use, if they have Sam's number, we could use ARP funds or we can use our capital outlay funds. Yes, sir.
Any other discussion? Call roll, please.
Brian Frost.
Yes.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Kenny Me.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes. It's all on the agenda.
You know, the council for what's doing it, and I hope we can continue that.
Thanks, Councilman Meade.
Yeah, just like Mr. Johnson said, thank you, Osman. Pleasure serving with the three of you, so come on down.
Told us, let's turn this thing around.
All right, got it. Thank you.
I just